Yo, what's up, everyone? You're listening to episode 194 of True to Size.
Honestly, never gets old. Never. Literally never. Like, we might do a whole episode with Joel in echo mode one week. Like, maybe not this week. I saw you look over at the mic.
I know, like, yo.
Not this week, but a week at some point.
Whole episode echo.
Yeah, we'll just make sure you don't have too many talking points.
Yeah.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to True to Size. We are a weekly podcast centered around the wild world of sneakers. I will be your host today. My name is Lawrence Hopkins, and I am joined by the rest of the quarantine at Canada Got Soul, Mr. Joel Hernandez.
Yo, gang, gang, fam.
Okay. And Mr. Alvin Martinez.
Hola, mi amigos and amigas.
All right. 194.
Hola.
194, and we finally started running out of things to say during intros, clearly. We're on a very short, like, the short list of short lists now with things left to say, apparently. It's working. It's fine. I do want to call out, and we just noticed this before the episode, and we are pretty excited about it, so I do want to call it out. It is episode 194. It is February 9th, 2022, and as of probably last week, judging by the number, we just passed how many downloads, Joel?
100,000.
Why did you ask it as a question?
$100,000.
$100,000?
Well, that was the least climactic. Bruh.
100,000 downloads.
100,000 downloads. We've been doing this for, I want to say, like 4 years. We've grown like crazy since we started. Very humble beginnings, I must say myself. Gone through ups and downs, challenges, obviously. But man, 100,000 downloads is a pretty big deal. Doing it in less than 200 episodes is pretty cool, too. We're doing the math, and it puts us at, I think...
Holy shit, bro. Sorry, when you said it this time, you said it before, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. But like now that you're saying it again, I'm tripping out.
Yeah, it's
Crazy,
pretty cool. Thanks for catching up.
Mind-boggling.
Mind-blowing!
Alvin is still at 90,000 downloads in his mind, apparently.
Yeah.
He's on episode 150. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Puts us at just over 500 downloads per episode, which is really, really cool in our eyes. When we started this, which we were actually also discussing right before we started recording, but when we started this, we said if 10 people listened every week, we would think that was an accomplishment. So to be at almost 200 episodes, coming in, 6 weeks from now, and surpassing 100,000 downloads is a really big deal, and it's really freaking cool. And I didn't think it would feel this cool when I noticed we were getting close, and I was like, whatever. And now that we actually hit it, it's like Alvin said, one more time, Alvin.
Huh?
That's really fucking cool.
I'm flabbergasted, man. That's really, really fucking cool.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, again, thank you to everybody who listens on a weekly basis. Thank you to people
love you guys.
who, picked it up halfway through or even at last couple weeks picked it up. We get new listeners coming in all the time. We get people popping in and out whenever they have a chance. Yeah, don't even know what else to say. It's just really, really, really cool. It's crazy to think that at one point, what was it, in 2020? It's 2022 now. Holy shit.
Yeah.
When the pandemic started, we were doing 2 episodes a week.
A week, bro.
Because there was literally nothing to do.
Nothing to do.
That was a wild time. 2 episodes a week. Damn. Wow. 100,000 downloads. That's... Yeah, very, very.
Love you guys, yo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love you too, and I love everyone who's listening right now. Big love to everybody.
Facts, yo. Yeah,
I love opposite order for me. I love the listeners, and also I love you too. But yeah.
And I just love everybody.
There you go. Yeah, everybody love everybody,
and you too,
and us too. Okay, and you too, the band. Also, we do love
you too, the band. Yeah.
Remember when they put their album on everybody's iPhone? Was it iPhone? That was fucking rude. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
It just
Like
went
you
on-
couldn't delete it. Yeah, like when when you got a new phone, or like there was just one point when their album came out, they put it on everybody's phone, and you could not delete it.
Can we do that with our podcast?
We gotta ask Apple. We want the U2 plan. Like we want that plan.
The YouTube.
How much is that?
How much for the U2 plan?
How much is that?
That's just some shit you could never get away with in 2022. That had to be like 2010, 2011. There's just no way in 2022.
Yeah. It's like privacy breach right there, bro.
People's freedoms would be infringed. Like people would say no. They would have a convoy. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Anyways, We've got a great show for you all this week. First off, this is going to be the last week that I'm going to take over the fire round. I thought of another really good one today, and we do have a couple waiting in queue. Apologies to you guys. We'll get to you guys in the next coming episodes. We're also going to recap how the auction for the Louis Vuitton OffWhite Air Force One went, and we're going to talk TV series in NSR. We're closing things out on a funky vibe and talking about funky, freaky, and weird sneakers of the world. What are some of our favorite funky sneakers? What makes a good funky shoe? And what the hell do you wear with any of these sneakers? But before all that, Joel.
Fire round.
Wow, holy smokes!
That was a good one.
Was that an audition for something? Like that was you reached back for that one. Yes, the fire round. We like to start every show with a quick hitting question from you, our listeners, and this week's question comes from, as I said, I spoiled it, me, and this is an interesting one in my mind. That's why I'm asking it. My question for you guys is: any brand, any sort of sneaker, running, basketball, whatever. You can name it anything you want. What do you name it? Your own shoe. It doesn't have to be your shoe. It doesn't have to be the Air Joel blah blah. Or you could name something the Air Joel, but like just the name of a shoe, like a Roche or like something like that. Talaria. I don't know why these are the ones. Stan Smith. Whatever. Shoes that have names, not the boring numbers. Not Jordan 1, Air Max 90. Like shoes that have names.
Yeah.
What's a cool name that you would give to a shoe, and what kind of shoe would it be?
That's a good
Mine is gonna be like, I'm kind of torn with what kind of shoe, like what the utility will be for the shoe. It's either a hiking shoe like an ACG, or it's like Nike or Adidas's intro into the workwear department, whether it be like a steel toe or like just like, like a utility sneaker or boot, and it would be called the Air Exacto. And I think that's pretty fire. I would buy that. I know it's my idea, so I have to.
It's like the Stab, but an Exacto.
Yeah, it's
cool.
more refined.
I hear
yeah,
you, bro.
Yeah.
I hear you.
It's
I like that.
before the Stab. You have the Exacto. It's like the precursor to the Stab.
Yeah,
You
and
have
the
a-
quality is Exacto as well.
Yeah, just it sounds like sharp.
It's sharp.
It sounds like
exactly. It sounds like
Yeah.
when you think Exacto, it's like an Exacto knife and it cuts anything.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
sharp and like
So that grip is
useful.
going to be crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I know you. I'd buy
like
one.
a hiker, like the Air Exacto, and it's like grippy,
Yeah.
and like you
Or
got
the
a
Exacto
utility.
Boost.
Exacto Boost. Okay,
That's a
Holla
good
at
one
us,
too, yo.
brands.
damn.
Let's go,
Well, I
man.
mean, this is my idea, so holler at me, brands. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if you guys have answers worth hollering at. Alvin, what would you name your sneaker given the opportunity, and what would it be used for?
My first of many sneakers
Yes.
would probably be just called the actually, you know what, when you asked this question, I thought of like the first like iteration of a technology in a shoe, which was like the Air Max One, but as opposed to like someone calling it the Air Max One, they should have called it like the beginning. Or something like epic like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like just not even a number, like not even like a Air Max 1 or Air Max 90, just or like Air Jordan 1 as opposed to Air Jordan 1. Just call it, the beginning. Not the intro, because the intro doesn't sound as good. You would
Yeah.
call it the beginning,
Ooh.
I like that.
and then
Nice.
just leave it at that.
Yep.
Gee, mic drop.
Would you spell it in a fancy way? Like take out the
Ooh,
vowels or
okay.
something? Like B,
Take out the
G,
one,
N, N,
take
G?
out the I's, and then put the one. You know?
Oh. Okay. Maybe
Yeah, that's
maybe the
good,
brands can holler at Alvin then. Okay. Yep,
yeah,
sure.
man. Cool.
Us,
yo.
holla at
Oh,
us.
no, you
Holla
can
at
have
us.
it. You can have the beginning. You keep that one. Joel, what do you got? What would you name a sneaker given the opportunity?
All right. So I would make a basketball shoe, right? And it'll be for like the two guards, especially for the two guards where you're like, hot off the balls of your feet kind of thing, and you're like, always, cuts and stuff like that, and you're ready for the jumper. And then you need a shoe, right? So then it's like you reach out into your duffel bag and you pull out the Air Splicax.
Ooh.
So then you'll be like, yo, where's my Splicax? And then yo, Splicac, cack. And then just like, you shoot the ball. You shoot the ball and you have to like, you don't say wet. When you shoot the ball, you go wet, you go Splicac. And then they'll be like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, so
I don't
it'll be
hate
like
it.
that. It'll be like Splicax, yo. Like S, like Splicac. The way it
Like
sounds.
S, yo, S, like
Like
split
S,
cat,
and
bro.
then
Like
Click
sound it
hack,
out. Yeah,
you know?
sound it out. Yeah.
Spell it how you want to take it. That's it.
That's how it's gonna be on like the tongue. It's gonna be like S dot S and then
Yeah.
click hack.
Yeah.
S
with,
Plicac.
with the wet emoji. Like,
Yeah,
the
with like
wet
the
emoji. Yeah.
the splash. Yeah.
Like the
Okay.
Yo, yeah.
Like S.
I'm down.
Damn.
Split hack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo.
I mess with that. I mess with it. I
Yeah,
think
man.
that the commercials for that would be
Split
insane. Like the branding.
Yeah.
Lots of water.
Yeah, like the
Lots of
BB4,
water,
like the boing boing, like you'd have the splicac. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, man.
the brand. Once we figure out how to spell it, the brands
Yeah.
can hit us.
Holler at
up.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us a couple weeks to figure out how to spell splicac, and then we'll get back to you.
Mm.
If you would like to submit a question for the fire round and have us answer it on the pod, please shoot us a message on Instagram or email us at canadagotsoul@gmail.com. Next up, the CGS Picks. Each week, we all pick an upcoming sneaker to analyze, dissect, and give our thoughts on. Then we decide if it's poop, scoop, whoop-de-whoop, or Alvin's trademarked phrase.
Super cute.
And for the first time ever in True to Size history, 194 episodes in, 100,000 downloads in, we have a unanimous across-the-board choice for the CGS Picks. And I can imagine this is never going to happen again. But the three of us, all three of us, have chosen a Jordan 5 this week.
Crazy.
What year is it? I mean, there's a lot of Jordan 5s coming out this year. I didn't realize until, first of all three of us chose one, and then I looked at other upcoming ones. Is there like is it an anniversary? 2022, 1992? Yeah, it would be the 30-year anniversary this year. If
Is
my
it?
math serves me correct.
Ooh.
No, that's correct. That's incorrect. That's wrong. Never mind. They came out in 1990.
90, yeah.
It's the 22-year anniversary. Nice. Big one.
Ooh.
Oh, 22 years on 2022, though.
Oh, there you go.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Like,
man.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, sure, yeah. Anyways, it's the year of the 5 for apparently no reason other than Alvin's reason. So we all chose the Jordan 5. My pick for the Jordan 5 round of the week is the Air Jordan 5 Low Dornbacher collaboration. So first of all, it's kind of a shame personally that it's on the Jordan 5 Low, but they also already did a Dornbacher Jordan 5 high regular, so it makes sense.
Yep.
Not a fan of the Jordan 5 Low silhouette, but these are pretty friggin' crazy. So they're still sort of unofficial because they haven't actually been announced by Nike, but they were designed as they do at Dornbacher by one of the patients at the hospital, at the Dornbacher Hospital in Portland, Oregon. And they were designed by Michael Wilson, who was 11 years old and was diagnosed with Crab disease, which is a severe neurological condition. The shoe itself is like funky fresh. Like part of the reason why, the episode about later is going to be about funky sneakers. And I really like when the shoes from the DB line look like they're designed by a kid, as much as Dornbacher 3 or Dornbacher 6, like they look really fucking good, but I couldn't even design a shoe that looks that good. Like it doesn't scream, designed by a kid from the Dornbacher Hospital, right? So this one definitely does. Completely different multicolor paneling all throughout. You got like a green heel counter, blue toe box, red mudguard, orange mid panel, blue laces, clear outsole, like just insane sneaker. Some cool little parts. They love to put Easter eggs all over the DB shoes. You have a macaroni noodle as the lace lock, or I guess it would be considered the lace lock, with like the dripping cheese, and then the pattern on the toe box. I thought it was paisley at first, but it's just more macaroni noodles. Because my boy Michael Wilson is a big fan of mac and cheese, so him and I have that in common. Same. He's got the eyeball underneath the mesh on the mid panel. Sick. So the reason that he said it was there is because his favorite superpower is laser vision, which is really cool.
Okay.
But I think it looks so cool with like the teeth on the Jordan 5. Like it looks almost like a Warhawk. It looks like it's meant to be there. Like, really, really cool. Again, the details are just like all over the place. You've got MDW on the heel, which is his initials. You've got just like, again, Easter eggs galore. That's what they do with the DB stuff. They really go all out. So really excited to see these released. I think these are probably going to be the best one of the pack, even though I haven't seen the rest. The rest are being revealed on February 25th, so that's very exciting. It's 2 weeks-ish away. But yeah, I probably won't go for them, and I don't think that the DB stuff has ever come out in Canada, so it's impossible to get anyways. They only release through U.S. sneakers. But yeah, these are a whoop-de-whoop just on principle, because who's going to say that these suck? Like, come on now. They're freaking so freaking cool. Shout out to Mac and Cheese and shout out to Michael Wilson. Alvin, what do you got? Is it a Jordan 5?
I mean, it almost wasn't, but I had FOMO
Peer
and I wanted to join you guys. I felt because Kuya Joel in the chat was like 5s up, and I was like, shit, I don't want to be the only one. I don't want to ruin the 5s up, and then it's not gonna go. But I have the Air Jordan 5 Racer Blue, which is essentially the black metallic 5 with just Racer Blue as an accent. I mean, suede looks good in the picture anyway. It's honestly just a black metallic 5 with Racer Blue on it.
Yep.
And I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like OG, quote unquote OG colorway-ish, with just a little bit of a change. And then, materials look pretty good. But honestly, like I would prefer like just the OG black metallic 5 just for me. But I also probably wouldn't cop those just because I haven't rocked a lot of all black shoes in a while. So these are just going to be like a super cute for me. But I mean, they look good though.
They do.
Like they look really good.
This is one of those. I love when they do GRs that look like they could have come out in 1990 or whatever, right? They changed the silver to a blue, like Alvin said, or it's like you could call it like almost like a black motorsport. Like I could have seen that as a nickname, right? So I think they're really well done and they're simple. And I've said this before, but like not every Jordan sneaker needs to be a banger that sells out right away. Like that shouldn't be the judge of it. It can be a really good shoe and still sit on the wall for 2 months. Like this is the kind of shoe that somebody could walk in, like a high school kid walks in, they're like, yo, black and blue Jordan is friggin' fire. I'm going to buy them. Yeah. And they should be able to do that. Like there's such thing as a shelf sitter in a not good way, and there's such thing as a shelf sitter in a good way, and this is a shelf sitter in a good way. And I don't want to say shelf sitter anymore because I'm gonna
shelf shitter.
Shelf shitter.
Yeah. I was
self shitter.
I was really focusing on my enunciation there. That was tough. My brain
you had
hurts.
great enunciation, bro.
Thank you so much. Wow, 100,000 downloads in, and Alvin's like, I'm gonna be nice now.
That's all I wanted, man. That's all I wanted to give me peace.
Alvin's just gonna turn to dust and float into the sunset. Like I'm good now. All right, Joel, round us out. I'm sorry, I know I gave away everybody's pick, sort of, but what do you got for us this week?
All good, man. I got the Jordan 5 Low Arctic Pink. But yeah, these are dope. I like these, man. Even like it's a female. It's strictly for the females. The upper is like a light pinkish, looks like suede.
Yeah.
Or maybe nubuck upper.
Yeah.
The midsole reminds me of remember the fire red fives, like the black tongue fire red fives. It's got that red midsole with the black shark's teeth and the heel counter as well. The soles look like a pinkish dye to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, these are so dope. I like them. They already dropped apparently over in Europe on the 21st of January. So they got the early drop down there. But up here in North America, when you're listening to this pod, they already dropped. They dropped on the 11th, which was like yesterday for those that are listening.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, 170 Air Jordan 5 low girls that hoop, Arctic pink, yo.
Cool nickname.
Super cute. I like these, man.
Yeah, they're sick, bro.
Damn. Big Jordan 5 guys over here. We just love the Jordan 5. All right, next up. Maybe next week we'll do like Jordan 7s next week. All right, next up. This week in Kicks.
7 up.
7 up. This is the part of the show where we discuss the current headlines and happenings in the world of sneakers. And the auction for the Off-White Louis Vuitton Air Force One is over, and bruh.
They go for it.
I don't even want to know, bro.
Bruh. So, as we covered a couple weeks ago, the partnership between Nike, Off-White, and Louis Vuitton was kicked off with a charity raffle for the first round of Air Force One lows to be made available to the public. The pairs were limited to 200 total, and some sizes were limited to 1 unit per size. Like the smaller and bigger sizes, size 18, size 5, were limited to 1 total, or 1 in the world, which is
wow.
I mean, that's a pretty cool thing. So pre-auction, I had to go back and double check because I'm pretty sure we covered this. But pre-auction, Sotheby's estimated that pairs would go for between $5,000 and $15,000. Okay, five and $15,000, and they were so far off. Like they should be fired. Like whoever works at Sotheby's should just hang them up forever because they were not even close. The lowest sold pair, I didn't check which size it was. The lowest sold, $75,600 USD. The lowest sold, $75,000. You will not even believe the number I'm about to tell you for the highest sold. So the high end of the spectrum, which is actually the aforementioned size 5, there's only 1 in the world of this size 5. It is also lot 1. Like when they do auctions, they do lot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So lot 1 was size 5. Lot 200 was size 18. Lot 1, size 5, sold for $352,000 USD.
Holy, bro.
That's crazy.
That's $1 million Canadian, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it seems like, so we've seen a bunch of like the cool kids on Instagram, namely like rappers and stuff, getting seeded the other colors of the Air Force One Louis Vuitton Off-Whites in recent weeks. So it seems like the remaining, whatever it is, 40, 50 pairs are coming pretty shortly. But the uber rich obviously did not want to wait for the other ones to come out. And they were like, you know what? I'm going to buy this one for $300,000 right now and then wait 3 months for them to make it. But also, the good part about all this, you have to keep in mind that all proceeds from the sales of these auctions are going towards the Virgil Abloh Postmodern Scholarship Fund. So if the average price was $100,000, which is probably a pretty good estimate, times 200, that's a lot of zeros. What is that, 2 mil? No, more than that. 20 mil? I don't know. Fuck. This is why it's a sneaker podcast.
Kick maths.
I don't maths, guys.
Yeah, this is why we do sneakers for a living. But yeah, so I mean, it honestly just sounds like a couple of really rich size 5 people. Like you had like a Kylie Jenner and then like Jeff Bezos' girlfriend and then like, you know, whoever else just like in a bidding war. And when there's only one to go around, like, whoever's going to get it is going to get it. I bet you we see some very familiar faces with some of these pairs. Like,
for sure.
Some of the typical suspects. Like, I bet you DJ Khaled bought a pair. Like, those kinds of people for sure went in. And, like, the thing is, and I don't know if this is a cheat code or not, but because it's going towards charity, you may be able to write it off on your taxes. So, you know, if you're making fucking $100 million a year, you're probably paying a ton in taxes. But if you're spending $100,000 quote unquote donation, then you can write the whole thing off. Then, hey,
yeah, man,
do your thing, right? But yeah, congrats to super rich people on doing super rich things. We
facts.
cannot relate, but I can't hate. Ooh, that's a bar. Next up, previously in Kicks, this is the part of the show where we review others' pickups and recap the latest happenings in our sneaker lives. And I do have one thing to report, and it actually came in like just before we started recording because I was out all day. And that is a big old package from the Under Armour Canada family. They sent over, I don't want Alvin to sound like a broken record, but they sent over a gift card for us to just do some shopping, like a little online shopping retail therapy session, and that I did. I don't remember how. I think I bought like 8, 9, or 10 different items, ranging from like I bought like the sport mask because I wanted to try those because I keep seeing them all over Instagram and I've heard they're really good. I bought. I really like their sport underwear, like their boxers. So I re-upped on a bunch of those because it's like literally they're so freaking good. Bought some golf stuff, bought some basketball gear. Like, yeah, they sent over a pretty substantial sum of money for gift card spending. So, yeah, thanks to Under Armour Canada for that. That's very dope. I'm very excited to get some wear out of all this stuff. Again, don't want Alvin to sound like a broken record, but go ahead, Alvin.
Yeah, I think my box came in today too. I just haven't opened it yet. I do know what I ordered. Like, I got, I believe, 6 things. I got 2 items for like basketball, and then they have a new like trail sneaker, and it's BHM themed that
nice.
Already released. I believe it's already been shipped. So you guys will see that on like the Insta and stuff. But yeah, it was fun, man. Like, it was also hard though because I didn't want to make a stupid decision. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I had maybe like, it was so hard for me that I had to go on to like Google spreadsheets and like make like lists and just compare and just to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, which one would be more beneficial. But I ended up just going with the one that had the trail sneakers, just because like I do a lot of walking outside now, just because I have to walk max, and yeah, it's gonna come in clutch, so I can't wait to try those on.
I didn't know that.
And give a review.
Please do. Yeah, I made sure to build like an outfit. I really like Under Armour's golf line, so I made sure to build like an outfit. So I built like a golf outfit, and then I really like the Curry brand like basketball gear. So I got like some ball shorts. Like I just really I like the logo, and I like that they're kind of like similar to Jordan brand, kind of like separating it but not from the tradition, like the regular Under Armour brand. So it's pretty cool. So I got some of that stuff as well. Joel, any pickups in the last week-ish for you?
Okay. So I was able to finally get my hands on the white 550.
Woo!
So, yeah. Woo! Yeah, man. Guy, like, fuck, man. Like,
and then he's like, I don't like them.
It was right after we did the pod, and then you copped the Union 4s, right? I was like, let me go check Kijiji.
Traded.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Anyways, yeah. So I checked Kijiji anyways, and then I came across this ad, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This guy's got like a couple sizes. Like, what's going on? So I hit him up, and then we were talking a bit, and then he was like, yeah, man, I got your size. You want them today, like tonight? And I'm like, can you wait like tomorrow at least or something? So then I hooked up with him like on Saturday, and we did the do. Like, I got stuck in that traffic up on Yonge with the whole protest.
Oh shit, bro.
So I had to like maneuver detours left and right. So like something that would have took like 45 minutes to get to from where I'm at, like in Mississauga to like North York, took me about like 2 hours to get there.
Ooh.
Oh, bro.
Because of the traffic, because of the protesting and stuff like that. But definitely worth it, man. Like, I finally got home, I put them on my feet. I'm like, yo, this is what's good. This is what Cuz was talking about, yo. This is what Lawrence is talking about, yo. So, but yeah, man, so dope. I'm finally
Damn.
happy that I got to cross that off the list.
He did it.
Congrats,
He
cuz.
did
That's
it,
pretty
everybody.
good.
He did it.
2022
Yeah,
is
man.
looking good, man.
Yeah,
It's looking good now, man.
Good
Yeah.
start. I actually, this is obviously super premature, but I won the raffle from Soul Stop today for the white and black pair of the 550s.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to see those in hand. Really clean, wearable colorway.
Yeah,
So excited
man.
to see those.
Does it have the mesh toe box thing as well, like the other ones, or no?
I believe it's leather. I think it's the all leather version.
Oh, okay.
But
Either way, still dope, yo.
yeah,
Like,
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
pretty excited. Wow. Now, only thing left
Congrats,
for Joel,
man.
yeah, is Wave Runners. That's all.
Oh.
Then he's
ooh, all those are coming back
And
too.
they're
Those
coming
are
back.
I saw you.
if Joel passes on the Wave Runner, he's fired from True to Size.
Yeah.
That's another team
Yo,
shoot, cuz you gotta
it
get
is.
that,
Can't
bro.
do
True.
it. Yo, I
Yeah.
can't do it this week, man.
They're so good. What a good shoe. Anyways, yeah, we can
Yeah,
gush
man.
over the Wave Runner, but we'll move on. Next up, thumbs up, thumbs down. In this part of the show, we give our opinion on various sneaker-related topics with zero context or discussion. All we're allowed to say is thumbs up or thumbs down. And similar to being in the spirit of the Air Jordan 5 and the Air Jordan 5 Low, let's go up one. And this one is the Air Jordan 6 Low. Thumbs up, thumbs down to the Air Jordan 6 Low. Joel.
Down.
I'm down as well. Alvin.
I'm up.
He's up right now. Anyways, next up. We cannot discuss it. Not sneaker related, NSR. We talk about sneakers a lot, so in this week's segment, we're going to take 30 seconds out of the show to discuss something completely irrelevant from the world of sneakers. And we're in the thick of winter right now. We seem to get snow every day. It's cold every day except for today. It was nice today. And that means a lot of inside time. Apparently, a lot means for Joel a lot of Kijiji surfing and buying sneakers. So that means a lot of screen time, and that means a lot of TV time. What are some series or some shows you guys are watching right now? Because I'm not watching a whole lot. I'm not a super big TV show guy. I'm the guy who just like will consistently rewatch The Office a million times and just be like content because I don't really pay attention anyways. I'm just kind of like using it to like mellow out. But I have been enjoying, especially specifically recently, Book of Boba Fett on Disney Plus, which is really quite good. I believe actually the series or season, I don't know if they're doing another season or not, is today. The finale is today, or just came out today, so I might watch it after what I'm recording. And I also watched on Netflix, I think it's called Murderville.
Okay, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, and the premise of the show is actually really cool. So it's that guy's name who is escaping me right now. He's a comedian. He's a funny guy. I can't remember his name. And he's kind of like the host slash like star slash co-star. And every episode they have a guest on who's like a comedian. So they had like Marshawn Lynch actually come on. They had Ken Jeong come on. Like they have a bunch of people come on, and it's like a scripted show, except for that one person. So when Ken Jeong comes on, he's not given a script at all. So everyone knows what's going on except for like the guest, and it's a murder mystery show. So like there's somebody who like gets murdered or whatever, and they go and interview all these suspects, and like the guest is like has to actually figure out who the murderer is by the end of the show. But they have no idea. It's so friggin' funny because shit is just like happening, and they're like, there's points where they just start laughing. It's like really funny because they have no idea what's going on. I believe it was called Murderville or Murder something, and it's on Netflix, and it's pretty good. It's like 5 or 6 episodes. They have some pretty funny people on there. Yeah, it was good. Marshawn Lynch was also funny because he's not an actor or comedian.
No, he's not.
Ex-football player who's just like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, it was good. It's definitely worth the watch. They're like 25-minute episodes or whatever, so super digestible. Alvin, what about you? What are you watching right now?
I just finished binging All of Us Are Dead, which is a Korean zombie series
Okay, yeah,
on
yeah.
Netflix. You already know anything zombie that comes out, I'm on top of that, and I'll probably watch it within a day or so. I also started this series on Prime, I believe, called Reacher.
Okay, yeah.
Based off of those like Tom Cruise movies, Jack Reacher or whatever you call them. But I feel like I like these better, or the series better, just because you're able to like the actor's dope. He's huge, very muscular, and then he's like super intelligent, but also like super skillful, like Liam Neeson and Taken. So it's like, man, it's dope. Check it out. I love it. And then I also started Ozark season 1.
Okay.
And yo, Ozark, bro. I'm just like, I don't want to say nothing because I love it, and it's just I don't want to spoil it for anyone else who hasn't started it yet. But yeah, I loafed it, and I'm glad I did because now I could just binge. There's like 4 seasons now, I think.
Yeah, 4 seasons.
Yeah, so now I could just binge all the seasons up until like 4, and then I'll be like looking for another Ozark. But yeah, those are the 3-ish like shows I've been kind of following / watching right now.
Damn, you've been busy. Damn. You watching big boy shows? I'm out here watching Boba Fett.
No, that's on the list. I have to start that still.
Yeah,
bro.
It's a good one.
Good,
if you haven't watched, you should watch Mandalorian first. And if you have,
I watch that.
Yeah, then you're
We're
good. Yeah. Joel, what about you? What are you watching right now? I know you're a big TV ingester.
Yeah. Okay. So I started probably about like a month ago watching Power.
Oh, bro, let's go. Good series.
I binged that. Like, once you start watching it, you gotta like finish the season, and then once you start the next season, you gotta finish it again. Like, I watched it, like I finished it, like it's done. Like, you know what I mean? And it's too bad. So I went over to book 2, and it's about Ghost, like his son, it's about Tariq, his son. So I'm doing that now, and then right now we're hitting kind of like a curve where it's like, okay, the next episodes drop every Sundays. Let's just wait a bit. Let's give it like maybe 4 episodes, and then we'll binge the 4 episodes. Yeah. So then we got into Ozarks.
Oh, let's go.
Yo, holy! The first episode alone, you're like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those. So it's like we killed that. We killed like this whole season. Like, you know what I mean? And now it's like, and now we're just waiting for like what? Like now Tommy dropped. Because I guess Tommy, like one of the characters in Power, he started his own book.
Yep.
So it's like, oh man, there's like so many episodes. Then the Raptors are winning, yo.
Yeah.
So it's like you're watching the Raptors in between. So it's like, yo, it's like I can't watch. There's nothing like.
Yo, watch Yellowstone, bro. Watch Yellowstone. You like Yellowstone.
Yellowstone is pretty cool too. I watched a couple episodes of that. The production is really cool. Like the whole.
Plus Kevin Costner, dog, Bodyguard. Jeez.
But yeah, man, those are the 3 episodes I've been watching watched.
Shout out to the Raptors, bro. Shit.
Yo, straight.
6 straight games they're playing right now, actually. I guess I'm not watching Book of Boba Fett, actually. I'll catch the end of the Raptor game. But shout out to the freaking Raptors, bro. They're up?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. They're not supposed to be doing nothing. This is supposed to be a rebuild year. They're in what, 6th? Like, come on.
Yeah, Freddie and Gary Trent Jr. aren't gonna let that happen.
Man, I want a Freddie jersey so bad, but I want the authentic, and they're really expensive.
I know.
The authentic jerseys now are like $3. Like, yeah, like the Encore, like the authentic one is like when I was buying them, it was like $249 or $240, and that was still a lot. Yeah, but like $3 for bruh.
I still want one of those City jerseys.
Yeah, I want an authentic Freddie City jersey. Like those are really freaking cool. But for $300, anyways, that's just a little much of a reach for me. Next up, errors, edits, and e-messages. We are pretty smart guys, but from time to time we make mistakes. So if you catch us slipping, hit us in the DM, and we'll let the world know that we goofed. And this one comes from On the Gram Sneakers. And he hit us up in the DM, and he said, hey, CGS gang, in episode 193, Murder the Shoes, which was last week of the True to Size podcast. Very professional introduction. Wow. That's very good. Like, we have another podcast. Like, he's like, of the True to Size podcast. Like, we are like, oh, that one. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, though. Make it sound really fucking professional. It was stated that Larry Miller is the president of Jordan Brand. This is an error. Mr. Miller is the former president of Jordan Brand from 1999 to 2006 and joined the Portland Trail Blazers in 2007. The current president is Craig Williams since 2019, who was former Coca-Cola. And the VP is Chris Wright, longtime with Nike, key person in the Air Jordan 1 strategy since 2011, key person in Virgil's The 10. Dope. I'm enjoying the pod.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Did you just know
That's
that,
cool,
bro? Like,
I know, right?
Just like off the
Holy
I
rip?
feel like he did. You know, on the gram sneakers, it's
I mean,
he knows some shit.
It's in the name.
You know?
Intelligent man.
yeah, he's on the gram. He's on the ball with his knowledge, man. Like
Jeez.
it's pretty impressive stuff there. It doesn't sound like it was Googled. It sounds like he was just like, oh, I know the answer to this. But
Yeah.
yeah, apologies for that. Apologies to Mr. Miller, Larry Miller. We apologize. You are no longer the president of Jordan Brand. We would never insult you like that. All right, to close things out here, as I mentioned before, we're going to talk about funky sneakers, crazy sneakers, wild sneakers. I'm thinking like, when I say this, like Jeremy Scott, Kerwin Frost, like those horsey looking ones, or like a little bit more tame but still super funky, like a Chunky Dunky, or like, I don't know, even like a Sakai racer with like the three outsoles stacked on each other.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy shit like that. Or like, remember like the Ricardo Tisci Air Force One riding boot that was literally up to like your thigh, like shit like that, like crazy stuff. That's what I want to talk about for a bit. Like, first and foremost, do you guys have any like favorites in that realm of like funky sneakers where it's like, I don't want to say unwearable, but like just literally off the wall insanity. And when I think of that, like right off the top of my mind, back when I worked at Adidas, which was like 2014, 13, 10 years ago. Oh my God, 10 years ago now. That's when like Jeremy Scott was in like his heyday. And I picked up a couple of pairs. And one of the ones that I really remember was the pink poodle, which was like a similar silhouette in essence to like a Forum High, except it had a poodle head on the tongue, like a stuffed animal, and it was completely like pink, fuzzy, and not like suede fuzzy, like I don't even know what, like literally felt like a fucking dog, like shaggy fuzzy fur all over it, and it was bright pink. And like, I don't know if I would necessarily wear that shoe in 2022, but like, you know, long hair Lawrence in 2013 was like, yo, these are pretty friggin' dope with my jeans. So that's something that comes to mind right off the top of my head. And something else, obviously, which is a shoe that I think of really highly of, is the Chunky Dunky. It's one of those shoes that like shouldn't work. And maybe that's what it is. It's like shoes that shouldn't work, but somehow do, like multicolor rainbow cow print ice cream brand collaboration on a Nike Dunk skateboarding shoe. And it's just like, yeah, that looks really good. Well, to me, it does at least. So yeah, that's maybe like on the lower scale of like funky. It's hard to compare the Jeremy Scott poodle shoe to the Chunky Dunky. But yeah, those are a couple off the top of my head that I'm a really big fan of. Alvin, what about you?
One off the top of my head that's like more recent would be the Sean Wothersoon ZX 8000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he used like different plaids. He used like different material. He used like burlap or whatever. I think.
It was burlap. Yeah.
Yeah, and the shoes didn't match, but they kind of did. I don't know.
They matched in their unmatchiness.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like that was pretty funky when it came out, and then like so many mixed reviews. Like, you either hated that shoe or you loved it, and I personally liked it. What other shoes? I don't know. Joel, you go ahead. I'm like, I had one, and then I forgot about what it was.
One I can like just top of my head is the Animal Pack, the 1.0s, like the Air Max 1s, 95s.
Yeah.
Like, I remember nobody wanted those. Those sat like at Goodfoot. They were just sitting there. Like, nobody wanted them. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, boom. And then I get hit up like, yo, I want those. Will you trade your red metallics? For, you know? So, so yeah, those. Yeah, so those ones off the top of my head. And then the Jeremy Scott, like, you know, shout out to the Adidas fan for hooking me up for the the Jeremy Scott wings.
Yeah.
Money cat or the money wings or whatever it's called. Those are pretty dope, man. And the way that I guess because they made the color like it was like a slate gray and
Yep.
like money, like you know what I mean, the color of money. And they got like the dollar bills all over it, like, and it just flowed. It just went together, and that's pretty cool, man. What's another one that I was just thinking about?
It's crazy how the while you think, Joel, how the perception of like funky shoes has changed over the years, because like whenever the Atmos Animal Pack was like 04, 05, 03, like 06, around there, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
That was considered like what?
Yeah, man.
and now
it's like what?
And now you've got like Kerwin Frost putting like horse teeth and like eyeballs on a forum, and we're just like, yep, it's just Tuesday. Like,
I know, right?
Yeah, but Jeremy Scott paved the way for that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Jeremy Scott.
Time.
That's why I like that. I think that the wings was actually like, I think that's the first one that I remember coming out ever was like the Jeremy Scott wings, and I think the panda was like around the same time.
The panda.
The panda bear and like the wings, and even just like compared to some of the shit we've seen, the wings is relatively tamed. Like it's literally like just a wing, like lace attachment. You could take it off.
Yeah.
Like they're really cool, and like shout out to Jeremy Scott because he's definitely come in a world, because this is still the same world where, you know, the Atmos Beast or Animal Pack is considered like way out there, and he's like, let's put a panda bear on it. Like that's just,
right.
That's pretty insane. That's honestly brave. Like that could have gone south really easily, and people ate that shit up. They loved it. I was super into that stuff. Like, and I mean, I still to an extent I am. Alvin gave me a look. I was definitely more into it than I am now. I still love the eccentric stuff and the different stuff, but like, back then I was like, give me.
It's more tame now.
Yes, definitely. Again, Chunky Dunky is like more probably as far as I would go into that realm, or you know, like a Jordan 14 that's all pink or some shit. But like, yeah. I was pretty, anyways. What makes a good funky shoe? Like, what kind of has to be there for it to be a good funky shoe? Because there are really bad funky shoes, and obviously there are good funky shoes. For me, it's like a lot of brand storytelling has to be present to make it work, to be authentic. Because you can look at even like the craziest thing that I've seen as of late, at least, in the Kerwin Frost. And when you know him and his story, and you're like, you know, put it all together with the shoe that is terrifyingly scary, it makes sense. He's a crazy dude, and he's a funky dude, and he does not care at all what anyone thinks. And it's like, okay, like, at least it's authentic, right? Like, it makes sense. Again, like, the brand storytelling is there to make it work. And it's not just like, whatever. Like even again with Alvin, like Alvin said with the Sean Wothersoon, like it's insane. Like the ZX 8000 is wild. It's just, again, you don't see things like that, but it works. Like if you see it, you just can associate it with Sean because of the look of his overall brand, and then that shoe too. But Alvin, what do you think? What makes like a good funky shoe?
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna make a funky shoe, you have to go all the way. You can't half-ass it, in a sense.
That's a really good point. Yep.
Like, I can't really, like, you know what I mean, right? Like, it's hard to explain. Like, you can't half-ass a funky shoe.
No, you need to go balls to the wall with it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna use burlap sack on your toe box and then put it on the heel on the other foot, you might as well put plaid on there too. And then stitch in some, like, you know, random tray foils to represent the brand that you're working with, and then you know what I'm saying? Make it make sense without it making sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't make sense right now, but I know you guys know.
No, it makes sense. It makes honestly, it does make a lot of sense. It's like jumping in a cold pool. Like, it's a lot better when you just jump and go all the way, rather than stick your toe in and you're like, oh god, it's cold, and you go in really slowly and like it just is not good. Like you need to jump all the way in to make it work, to make it better.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes back to what I said with making it authentic, right? Like you can't pull any punches or hold anything back when you're doing something outrageous like that or outlandish. Like imagine the Jeremy Scott Panda or even the poodle that I was describing, like with just the poodle head on a regular white shoe. Like I mean, it looks insane, but that would just look even stupider. Like you can't, like literally just a poodle head on the tongue, and you're like, that's good, that's enough. Like you need to go all in. Like it's going to be a full pink shaggy sneaker
shoe.
Yeah, I think that's what you're getting at, Alvin, if I'm not mistaken.
Basically.
Yeah. 100,000 downloads now, so I understand you finally. We've synced, we've clicked. Joel, in your mind, what makes a good funky sneaker?
Just to go along with you guys, like what you guys said, it's got to be all that, and it's gotta, like, I don't know. It's like you look at the shoe and you be like, what do I wear with this? Like, you know what I mean?
That's an upcoming question. So.
that right there is like, damn, that's a fucking nice shoe. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's
what am I gonna put together with this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it won't match my hat, it won't match my beanie, it won't match my shirt. I have no shirt to match with it. Who cares, man? Just slap them on your feet and go, and you know, just rock with it. And I think that's right there would describe, like, you know, like a funky ass shoe. And, you know, and if you rock with it proudly, then, you know, do you, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like what you guys said, like, it's gotta be, you know, you gotta go balls to the wall. You gotta just go all out. Just like, you know, close your eyes and press send. Like, you know what I mean? Just do it.
Close your
eyes and press send.
Yeah, that's it, man. You know, so it's like that right there is like, you know, no, like I said, nobody would have thought like putting animal print on like shoes like would sell.
Mm-hmm.
And not only just animal print, but like various different animals on a shoe, like, you know. And right now we're like thinking, like, you know, what the fuck what was that, like, you know, back then. But now we're like, shit, like
that's
like
normal.
That copped.
Yeah,
that's like a game changer, like, you know, that changed like everything.
Now it's like, so I wish there was more animal print on it.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I wish they did more silhouettes.
Yeah.
Like, rather than just the two, like, you know. So it's like, it's one of those. So, but yeah, man. Yeah. So
that's a really good point. And like, yeah, not to be understated, and like obviously it's a dated way of thinking, but like animal print on a men's shoe was
that
like,
too,
like on a men's sneaker at that. Like animal print on a men's sneaker, like athletic-ish shoe. Man, like shout out to Atmos, because like that's fucking bravery. Like elephant print is one thing. It's still an animal print, but it's like the Jordan 3 had already paved the way for that. Like animal print, cheetah, leopard, zebra, whatever else is on there, on a men's sneaker, like that's just in 2003, that's bold. That's very bold. Yeah, like, to say the least, that's bold. Do you think there's still like space in the sneaker game for these kind of sneakers? Because we don't see them as much anymore. It was like super prevalent in like the 2010s, in like the early 2010s, where we saw it a lot. You don't really see it as much anymore. Like, I think I saw that Jeremy Scott is back with Adidas. I guess he must be, because we saw the money wings that Joel was talking about. But even those are relatively tamed in the sense of stuff we've seen in the past. Do you think there's still a space for that kind of thing? Or do you think that it's just like we're so desensitized to what funky is now that like funky shoes aren't funky anymore? That could be it too. Because like the Sean 90 or the Sean 8000s, sorry, were just like a regular release almost. Like they just, every store is going to get these. It's not like it's special. It was A to ZX, but it was like, they're insane, but that's just normal now. Is there still like a space for that kind of thing? Or is it just we're so desensitized that like it's hard to outfunk the past? Oh, that's another good one. Damn. What do you think, Alvin?
I think if you go opposite and just do like a muted animal print, like a tiger print, but it's all white. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the new funk.
fuck people up that way.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, I honestly think that right now it's like we're pretty like desensitized. I don't know if the word is desensitized, but
We've
it's just
seen
like
it all.
Yeah.
it's cool now to be
been there, done that. Yeah.
to be different.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, funky shoes now aren't even. I mean, I guess funky shoes now are shoes that people either love or hate, but at the same time, it's like they're accepted and they're not really like not like before, man. It's definitely changed. So I don't think there's definitely room for funky shoes. I just don't know. Okay, here's a good example. The most recent Comme des Garçons foam posits.
Yeah,
those are funky as fuck.
Yeah, if you showed a foam...
because it was like not because it was a crazy color, but because they fucked up. I mean, sorry, they didn't fuck up.
They funked it up.
They funked up the foam pattern. That was cool, yo. I like that. Like, I like how they changed it up because it's definitely different. And that was, in my honest opinion, that was funky, man. That was cool. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, see, monotone funk. Do that.
You're not wrong. It's again. If you showed that to a foam head in 2010, they'd be like,
you know how cheesy they would be, bro?
What crazy? On earth? Yeah.
So mad, yo.
Can't be doing all that. Yeah, maybe it's weird though, because like I feel like the most common sentiment is wear what you like, wear what makes you happy. But it seems that for most people that's a Dunk or a Jordan 1 right now, and the funk and the different stuff is still kind of looked down upon. Like even CDG foams, and obviously they were $700 Canadian or some shit, but like sat on shelves, or like the fuzzy pink 14s that I really like sat on shelves, like that kind of stuff. Even the Jordan 11, that's a good example too. The Jordan 11 with the snow leopard cow print, whatever you want to call that. Yeah. The one that came out like a month or two ago at Christmas time, the black with the like cheetah print or whatever it was.
The women's release.
The women's one, yeah. Those sat on shelves, and those are like, again, if in 2000 and whatever you told a Jordan 11 fan or a Jordan fan, we're not going to put patent leather, we're going to put cheetah print, they'd be like, pardon you. But like,
I think there were some out there though, bro. I think there were some heads out there that were like, hey, that's a Jordan 11. How you putting up? What?
Damn. So where is this person from that you're
down south?
I could tell.
They were really angry that there was cheetah or that print on the Jordan 11, but there were some like backlash on that. But
I can see that.
At the same time, like, I liked it.
I didn't even bat an eye. Yeah. Like, I literally was like,
straight.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. I never was like, what? They did that? I was just like, yeah, cool. So maybe it is a little bit of desensitization where you're just like, they just been throwing shit at the wall like in the last couple of years. So that's just like nothing is really surprising anymore. It's hard to surprise people. So when they do, it just feels like wild.
Yeah.
Joel, what about you? Are you like, maybe the better question is, will Joel be in any funky sneakers in 2022?
I don't know, man. I came across, I was just trying to find it just now, and I just don't know the name of the shoe, but Nike does it. And the way that the shoe is that there's like interchangeable things on the heel. Like you can like unscrew it, and then
those are the acronym blazers that come out tomorrow. Yeah.
Those ones, like, that is a little too much for me.
Those are funky. That is a funky
Those are
shoe.
really funky. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what I mean by, like, pushing the envelope. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you put, like, nowadays you're going to put, like, I don't know, the stuffed animal on the shoe. You're going to think about a Jeremy Scott. You do something else, you're going to think about what it was, like, back then. Like, you know what I mean? It's always going to come back to what the OG was. But then when you push the envelope now, and you put like something on the heel like that crazy where like I saw the video and the guy's like taking a drill and he's like unscrewing the latch or whatever the thing is on the heel, and then he puts another one there and it's like a different color and it's the same thing, and it's like what the hell is this? Like, this is like, you know, something you wear like when you snowboard or what, like, you know, you latch your foot onto something, and you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those. That's like the funkiest shit I've ever seen, like, as of now or as of late. So that's what I mean by like
with that.
Like pushing that envelope and doing different things, you know. And yeah, just like what you said with acronym, they did the zipper thing right on the side, or
they did the ones who did the zipper on the Air Force One.
Yeah.
They did those Prestos where they were like multicolor. They did like the polka dotty Presto, the mid cut Presto that was like that went stupid dummy for a while that everybody wanted. Yeah, they've always pushed the envelope. They're definitely like an underrated collaborator with Nike because they always do some crazy stuff.
Crazy shit.
Crazy stuff. What do you wear with this stuff?
That's what I'm saying.
That's like my next question, kind of to close it out, is like, I know now, like looking back, 2013, Lawrence knew what to wear with this stuff, or didn't know what to wear and just wore it anyways. But like, I mean, 2013, Lawrence was wearing like skinny jeans with his Jeremy Scott poodles and like a t-shirt that probably matched them and a fitted that matched them. But like, I think you kind of have to let the shoe do the talking. No, like.
Yeah.
If you're wearing a pink poodle on your foot, as an example, you probably shouldn't wear any other color on your entire body. Like, it should probably be mostly black and gray for the rest of your outfit, and just let the shoes do the talking and be the centerpiece, in my opinion. But curious to know, as two other people who were not as into the funky shit as I was, what would you wear with something like this? Are you going full funky fit, or are you just letting the shoes do the talk? Full funky fit, FFF. Or are you letting the shoes do the talking? Alvin, what do you think? Pink poodles. What's on the body when pink poodles are on the feet?
I probably just separate the colors a little bit. I probably do like either black or dark denim, or like a black denim, and then on the top, like you said, like probably a gray hoodie. Or something gray, like gray button up, depending on where you're going, date, whatever, your date. With the pink poodles, bro? Come on, bro. You're not rocking those to a date, dog. To the movies. What? How old were you? How old were we back in the day? That's a movie date shoe, yo.
It's a movie date shoe,
Yikes. And
then, you know what? I would probably throw on like a beanie, like a pink beanie to match the kicks.
Cameron.
So, I mean, like you said, mostly neutral, but also... For me, I like accessorizing to kind of match the sneaker. Or like, for example, for like the ZX 8000 Sean's, I just keep coming back to those because I have them. And I've struggled to figure out what the fuck I want to wear with those. I would find, like, I believe my outfit was like black pants, but I had like a t-shirt that had some of the colors of the shoe. And then I just threw on like a denim top and then a black beanie. You know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily have to go full neutral. You could also just, if it's like a multicolored funky shoe, pick a color or a couple of colors and then try to accessorize in that sense. But it's fun, yo. Like, you could also do all black and still look really good and just let the shoes speak for themselves, and that still be
that's what I'm saying,
drippy.
You're not wrong. All right, Joel. What's Joel wearing with pink poodle sneakers?
Pink poodle sneakers. I'm wearing. Okay, I'm gonna wear like black socks.
Oh dear.
Like not crew, but like mid socks. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna wear like
help.
Just a little leg, not too much though.
Yeah. But I'm gonna rock shorts though.
Oh,
I'm gonna rock shorts because I gotta run. You know, I gotta show off the ink and whatever. So I rock shorts, black shorts.
Oh no.
But like essentials gear kind of shorts. You know, like the jogging pants kind of thing. Yeah. And then gonna wear like a black hoodie because, you know, it's cold out, but I gotta like, you know, control my body temp, but I still got like shorts on, so it's gonna like, you know, neutralize. But then I got heat on my feet. With the pink poodle, so it's sort of like balances out in the middle. And I'm gonna throw on like a Kanye stocking face mask on, and then you know, black gloves, yo. That's it. Boom. Let the sneakers do the talking. Poodles.
I don't know if the sneakers are the only thing doing the talking in that outfit.
Yo.
There's and obviously the listeners at home can't see it, but I don't know if you guys remember this one. There was like psychedelic teddy bear one.
That's like
those were crazy. Yeah, those were hella psychedelic.
Psychedelic teddy bear. I forgot how many there were. Like, if you listeners at home just go on to any resale platform or Google and just like type in Jeremy Scott Adidas, you'll see the entire line. Oh, the gorilla. There was so many that I completely forgot about that he did that are just like,
Gorilla,
man,
wow.
there was some insane pairs that Jeremy Scott
Was there
did.
like a brown teddy bear one too?
There's a brown teddy bear. There's like the gold teddy bear. There's like,
Yeah,
I remember that one. the brown-
there's a
yeah.
ton. I
Crazy,
had actually
bro.
as well. I had the Jeremy Scott bones, which were actually like relatively wearable.
Oh,
compared to
those
all
were
the-
dope.
Okay,
Compared
yeah, I
to all
remember
the other
those.
ones, they look like a flint.
That was a Lawrence shoe though.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like
Yeah.
when you saw that shoe, you were like, "Yo, Lawrence is copping that shoe."
Yeah, those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and again,
Lawrence,
those are relatively tame compared to some of the other pairs that Jeremy Scott has put out in the past. But yeah, this just became like a Jeremy Scott episode somehow. But shout out to Jeremy Scott and the Adidas fam. I would love to see them do some modern day, I guess you could call it, funky stuff like they did with the Money Wings, was a great example on the forum.
I
Yeah,
feel like back in the day, like SBs were funky for Nike heads.
good
Oh, yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Really good point.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like all those patterns on like like the Ferris Bueller's when they dropped.
Yeah.
No one really
Yep.
fucked with those.
Yeah,
Or even the Dino Juniors, bro. The all silver joints with the purple on the bottom and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one
Mork and
really messed
Mindy's,
with those.
yo.
Mork and Mindy's, like
yeah.
so much stuff like sat on shelves, yo.
Like What's a
do you
Dunk
remember
and
that
stuff?
stuff?
Yeah.
Man? Crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like the SB dunks back in the day were like funky
yep.
Yeah,
in
man.
a sense. You know
That's
what
why
I'm
a lot of people. I mean, that's why I gravitated towards that
Yeah,
line,
straight up.
right? Because like I
Yeah.
was into that shit
Yeah.
heavy, and I was like, "Damn, this is like where to go if you want
It's different.
something different. Literally, just something
Mm.
different.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
walk into Foot Locker and you see a black and red dunk or a black and blue dunk, but you do like a
Mm.
Nike SB and you can get, again, like Alvin said, metallic silver and purple, like crazy
Yeah.
shit. And again, it just kind of like expands from there. So yeah, shout out to Jeremy Scott and shout out to Nike SB. Definitely
Yeah, man.
game changers in the funky, fresh sneaker department. But
Facts.
yeah, that's all we got for this week. Thank you guys for listening. Wherever you're taking in the episode, please leave a comment, review, follow, and or subscribe. Make sure to check out CanadaGotSold.ca to shop the latest CGS merch, peep the YouTube for our latest videos, and check out CGS Talk on Facebook to chop it up with us. Do not forget to use hashtag CanadaGotSoul on Instagram for a feature. I have been Lawrence Hopkins, and you can find me at LDoggyStyles on Instagram. Woof.
I'm Joe Hernandez. You can find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D, 3 O's, NEY.
My name is Alvin Quincy, and I'm paying attention this week. And you can find me at MISTERQ and then Mart.
Damn. You could say that you were on your P's and Q's with that one. Jeez, that was pretty cute, if I do say so myself. Thank you for listening to damn, I'm the one not doing my job this week. Thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers for 194 episodes. And please remember to rock your kicks. And thank you all for 100,000 downloads.
Love
This
you
has been
guys.
True to Size. We are CGS, and we are out. Peace. Splicack.
SPQ
CAC.
CAC.
Q?
Q CAC.
SPQ?
Split. Isn't there
Where's
a
the
there
L?
somewhere?
Yeah,
Split.
SPL. Split
It's a
CAC.
silent. It's a silent.
Yeah.
It's a silent
Split
Q.
CAC.
Splicack. The Q is
Split
silent.
CAC. There you go.
SPL. I?
Or we can do SPL
Splakak.
QAQ. Split CAC.
Splaquack, yo.
You're missing so many sounds.
Yo, you gotta spell it so that people can't fuck it up.
Yeah.
You gotta take.
Right?
That's
We're
definitely
gonna-
one where you take out the vowels and you just do like splicook, and then like it just says it itself.
Yeah,
Like
see?
SPLQLQ.
Water splash.
Yeah, water splash.
Yeah, water splash.
Oh god. All right, I'm gonna end this episode because